Welcome back to Ni no Kuni 2. So yeah, let's investigate the woods and see exactly where exactly the dice are made. Apparently it's somewhere in the depths of this forest.
Okay, Pedro. Don't go any. Be careful where you go, otherwise you'll end up coming face to face with Aragog.
Oh, okay.
Leaves. Remember, just because Harry Potter had a British forest infested with an Arabian spider doesn't mean all of them are.
Well, this forest is infested with evil mushrooms.
Which are more typical.
So how's a giant spider going to be any more silly?
Remember, Dweebs, I forgot if you didn't read it or not, but the original Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find stated that the species of Aragog, the Acromantulas, are actually originating from Arabia, so they're not on the habitat of England. Therefore, when Hagrid actually imported Aragog there, actually introduced a new species into the ecosystem.
Then who the heck did Aragog mate with?
I guess
nobody.
I don't want to discuss the mating of evil spiders.
Besides, Harry Potter has much more serious plot holes anyway.
Also, a thing about that book is that most fans didn't read it because, one, it was a limited print for charity that didn't actually get a widespread release until either last year or this year.
Not to mention,
most people did not read that book.
Not to mention, Joyce, remember we already had an Harry Potter influenced game with the first Ni no Kuni, so let's try not to. So let's not repeat that again, for the sake of variety.
Well, sure. I don't know if that's how it was like in the UK, but in America, we have plenty of copies of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
They did Harry Potter in the last game. In this game, they'll take inspiration from another popular book.
So it's like you said, Pedro. It's just pressing.
The Quick and Grow spell has the exact same function as in the first game, so players of the first game will immediately become familiar with it.
But hey, you want to talk about weird book problems? Let's talk about Cursed Child, the script book for Cursed Child.
Do you know how hard it is for someone like me to read script?
Seriously, I don't get this about J.K. Rowling. Like, look, I get that your book is so famous that it's going to be made into a musical or a movie or whatever, but come on, Rowling.
Not just that, Jova. Isn't that kind of like that set of emails in Quantum Break where that guy is presenting to that girl, basically his co-worker girl, an entire script he made just to impress her?
Look, if you're only showing it as a script...
you gotta get the effort.
Rowling, if you're only gonna produce it as a script, doesn't that kind of give away how the musical, movie, or whatever that script is for is gonna go?
Well, not everyone's gonna be able to see the play.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I wish I was able to, but
You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting too?
Yes,
this dungeon forest is kind of like I forgot the name of the area. You know, the forest in 13-2. What was it?
Oh, the Sunleft Waterscape.
That's it. The Sunleft Waterscape forest.
But there's no catchy music, Pedro. Starting over. Sorry.
No, thank you. I'll take Joe's ambient music. Thank you. It's more atmospheric. All right, trapdoor.
Boy, it's very nice for people to just leave chests with plenty of currency, gear, and whatnot just lying around in the forest.
All right, and look at that.
There's a house.
We found a house,
which is very traditional style of. Wow, they've been busy.
I can see that. That's clearly Goldpaw architecture.
So this is where they're making the trick dice.
They even have a dice lamp.
Sure.
How should we do this? Charging, shouting? Or shouting our heads off?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Let's use Batu as a ram. No, we can't draw attention to ourselves. We need to sleep undetected and find out what we're doing.
Roland, if only you were in Final Fantasy 13.
I suggest a tactical nuke. There you go.
Well, again, that's what I do. Just blow everything up. Hide yourself. Some swamps are coming.
Oh shit!
How about we steal their clothes?
Very good, Jova. Very good.
Oh, makes sense.
Why did they ever have to build it so far away? Basically, they have to walk all the way from Goldpaw to here.
True. Any closer, the people of the city would surely discover it.
True, I guess.
They're from Goldpaw. They must be.
Well, yeah, they're dogs.
I have a mighty fine idea all of a sudden.
Hey, not all dogs come from Goldpaw.
Is she right?
You know, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking.
So father and daughter think alike?
Charming.
Yeah, like father, like child.
I guess.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, that Roland expression says it all.
They're not in a... Oh.
Oh.
There you
They
go.
actually beat them up.
Completing their underwear.
Yeah, I'm sure no one will recognize you.
10 out of 10. Guess I should have expected as much from a pair of sky pirates.
You still look like yourself. You could wear a mask or something.
Are you sure this will work?
Well, actually, not all the employees inside are dogs. So there are some that are humans. So technically, they can blend in.
Find out, man. We'll keep watch out here. Off you go and sneak it in the factory.
Just don't be too long, alright?
And if you're found,
Notice that Lofty is keeping watch while they're planning.
It's your fault for not wearing a mask.
Guess we don't have much choice. Come on.
Well, it's better than Tony's original plan. So
I'm pretty sure people outside would know who King Evan would look like.
well,
remember,
not necessarily Dwebs.
He never even officially became king yet, so he may not be that much big news.
Also, remember the pirates didn't
nothing
even
to
really
see
know
here.
that at first.
Nothing but us humans.
Phew! I was sure he would see through our disguise.
See, even Evan's not that confident.
Well, we didn't. Looks like this might just work.
Well, Dwebs, do you have a better idea?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sneaking through the back way or something.
There's no back way. Remember that this house is right next to a wall.
Or at least cover your faces with something.
Some kind of documentary evidence. Oh my
I
god.
don't know, Dwebs. I think that would actually look more suspicious.
The next is evidence on how they're manipulating the dice. My guess is they're not using magic.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to investigate to find evidence.
Not just that, Roland, you're the President of the United States. The last thing you want to do is a local Watergate scandal.
Well, it makes sense that he would know how these procedures go in case there's a big Supreme Justice Court ruling or whatnot.
There are ways. We have a few different techniques for manipulating things from a distance where I'm from.
True.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody here has come up with something similar.
True.
Yes, Jova's phone. I agree.
All right, let's go find that proof then.
All right.
Yay! We're so excited to search
all right,
for
Jova, what investigation theme would you think fit here?
So many to pick from.
It's 35s.
It's kind of like a factory, so what, Jova? Oh, Jesus!
Okay, the best one to go for would be Investigation 2004 Core.
I was going to go right to 25.
You there?
Which one?
Have you seen my blueprints?
Maybe if you pull away your hair.
You do not even know what blueprints are? Oh, forgive me then.
I'm just stupid that way.
I should have taken better care of them.
Nah, well, at least he's honest.
Yeah. Alright, so you can be this guy.
There! All the dice meet the required standard, and that is week's quota met. So now it's time to relax.
Sir, what are you doing?
Seriously. Also, those
I
glasses.
think he's a bit barking mad.
Yeah. Alright.
No, I was all about
Roland.
Yeah, exactly. Goldpaw has long been famous for its tricks and contraptions, you know. It is our job to take all this knowledge and use it to create ever more exciting dice.
Sure.
Okay.
And only we, high officials of the realm, are permitted the privilege of working with them. Such an honor, such a great honor.
Well, at least he's grateful.
Don't stroke your ego too much.
There you go. See, Dweb's a human.
Yes. Oh, it's a proposal suggesting a few improvements to our basic dice design.
That looks more like a Fabergé egg.
Can't go on making the same old thing forever, after all. We should be thinking here new ideas all the while.
Very good, inventive fortune teller.
Yeah, I'm an inventor, and therefore I sound like a stereotypical nerd, you see.
Alright.
But he doesn't have glasses.
Actually, he does too, didn't you see?
Not the human.
Hold on, I think he...
If you don't...
Come on, hold still.
I know that you were trying to showcase the blueprint. There you go.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. It doesn't. Huh.
The canine from before he had.
Why do they have green gobstoppers on their heads?
It represents a gemstone. It's was another thing that's taken from Chinese culture.
Go ahead, guys.
Look at this. It was in the drawer. That's Pugnacious' signature at the bottom.
All right then.
It looks like the instructions on what he wants them to build.
Excuse me, what ranking are you two?
Loyal
supposed to be
advisors.
destroyed. Lucky for us, someone didn't do their job.
That's too low a rank.
There you go.
Only
I guess we didn't invent those document destroying machines.
Well,
That
that's certainly
rank-
undeniable proof.
A shredder.
Wonderful.
That rank is too low. Only honourable plebs are allowed to
We
be
still
in here.
need one more piece of proof.
How is Honorable Pleb a higher ranking than Loyal Advisor?
Anyway, the device for manipulating Lady Luck's dice that you were talking about.
No. Advisors are lower rank considering its bad reputation for them betraying their elders.
Yeah, there must be a prototype or a spare somewhere around here. Let's ask around.
All right, let's go.
I mean,
Might as well.
Jova, how many times have you watched any form of fiction where an advisor turns out to be a traitor?
Too many to count?
Nino Kuni 1 didn't do that with the
Oh, there you go,
power.
someone with glasses.
I am sick to the back teeth of trading out regular dice day after day. When will I finally be allowed to work at the trick dice department?
Oh, there you go. There's hierarchy in here.
Bureaucracy.
Go ahead, Tim.
Amongst thieves.
How many dice have you made today, friend? I'm feeling especially productive. I think I may even be break my daily record.
They have jobs involved with swindling people. How wonderful.
And we found the
A
remote
remote
device.
device.
Ah, that's what they do.
Roland, look.
This must be it. And based on all this stuff, it looks like what I thought. A remote control for Lady Luck's dice.
How do you know that?
I'm just guessing.
Imagine, it's really just the remote control device for the garage opener.
A lucky guess. Anyhow, but goddamn it, Hino. You need to stop doing that, you know. It's
Wow.
quite invasive.
There we go again.
Oh no, it's not even just that, Joe. But just earlier, it also happened when me and Till were watching a Lytton episode.
It sure seems that way. And it's also how we're going to make him pay.
We're gonna do the same thing we did with the guard, only on a bigger scale.
Jova, like I said, we're pulling an its attorney. We're going to bluff.
That's everything we need. Come on, let's get out of here.
I'm sure we're totally not gonna have a boss fight with that furnace.
Not with the
guess not, so-
not with the furnace. But there's actually a security system. There you go.
What the fuck?
Unauthorized
Authorized
intruder.
intruders detected.
Got it.
Initiating attack sequence.
Gee, gosh.
A golem, okay.
Tony, Batu.
Sure.
Sorry, looks like we got rumbled. What's this horrible thing doing here anyway?
I don't know.
Disturbed.
Well, it's a
I
security
don't
system.
know.
I don't like our chances, girly.
Yeah, we can take him.
God, they're trapped. How?
They're trapped, indeed. It's not like they can go around, backward, sideways.
what was with
Well, my guess is if they try to go around it, the golem would just, stop them or something.
Well, you could have easily rephrased that and say
better.
they're in trouble. That's it's easy as it
Yeah, it's
gets.
probably just a translation mishap.
Mossy monument,
that or it's
architectural
just-
monstrosity.
That, or it's one of those cutscene / actuality diversities that you see in JRPGs. Like, remember, guys, the supposedly cheering crowd who's all in trouble in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Everybody sleep, Joe, remember.
It's still not as bad as that scene in Battlefield Earth, where one of the rebels is warning them that the cyclones are coming fast, and by that we mean they're just slowly walking across the room.
Forgot the name of the TV trope for that.
Sorry, Joe,
Shitty movie. That's it.
I said I forgot the name for a TV trope where, what the characters say clearly contradicts with what's actually going on screen.
Oh, I don't know.
Or otherwise. See? Told you we could take him.
I got a name for it, Joe, but an objection. Phew, I thought my goose was cooked there for a second. I could have we could have all just split up and ran around the thing, but whatever.
Looks like the people in the factory didn't notice the racket either. We got lucky there.
Wow, okay.
The name of the day is that Lady Luck is on our side.
I guess, yeah.
Get it? Anyway.
Well, did you find your precious proof? And why are we talking about this directly outside the house?
Yes, we found the device Pugnation uses to control the die's movement.
Alright, that's the stuff, lad. Now we can add the sprinkler dog out to door. Hey, it's the thieves! Stop them!
Fortunately, it seems like those
We sure
employees
can.
are quite incompetent.
With this thing to help us, we'll be able to expose him for the fraud he is.
However, there is one thing that Roland is about to bring up that is actually a good point. Go ahead.
Evan, I need you to be sure you're okay with what you're about to do. We'll be interfering directly in another country's affairs.
Oh, now you're a real politician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't go well for us. Things could get ugly. And if they go really badly, you could be making an enemy of an entire nation.
Me? This was your idea.
So here my golden rule. Oh, hold on. Are you willing to take that risk? Also, golden rule number 1. Make sure that they have oil.
Stealing from one's own people is unforgivable. We cannot stand by and let that happen.
And wait a minute, me? It was your idea. Wow, you really are the president. You make mistakes and blame someone else.
We have to give the citizens of Goldpaw their country back. And
This
give
is
the nation back
revolution!
That's the spirit, Evan, lad.
That's right. We're giving the town back to you.
I knew you wouldn't let him walk all over them.
Yeah, just do what we did. We just voted and got ourselves our assembly, but whatever. Well, I guess democratic voting won't work here, right? You grow more kingly by the day, Your Majesty.
And alright.
You really are starting to sound like a king, you know that? Alright, our leader has set out this policy.
You did, you daft bugger.
And now it's time to implement it.
Time to export some democracy.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. But first, treasure. There you go.
Okay.
A watery barrage bow. Oh, that would serve good for Tunny. Alright. Oh, look. An Higgledy stone. Let's see what's in it.
Alright.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Well met, traveler.
Oh, remember, do the whole rap thing. Do the whole rap thing that you were doing last time.
It was doing.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's talking about the mushrooms, ain't it? The sick gummy gucky ones. I'll tell you what, I'm in it. They got the fire, the water, and the power. Now we'll give you a shower. It won't be golden, but you're
Is this like a super
now come on now, and we'll take a shot. If the
Pumpkin
doctor's
Hill?
on,
Yo, man, stick to your barrister job.
You try offering up a bunch of
Gunk shroom.
Oh, wait, no, that was just it being narrative. Well done, traveler. This is what I mean. This is the greatest offering I've ever seen.
You've kind of seen a lot of great offerings.
You okay, man?
The alien hidden inside the stone comes flying out.
Are you sure it's not a cordyceps zombie
Mutton
from
Bane, the mushy.
It looks like he's got mushrooms stuck in his head.
Mutton Bane, the mushy. Alright.
Away with you! Exclamation points! Yeah.
The watery barrage bow and the bountiful whirlwind boots. Alright, let's...
Profitable boss's boots. The hell?
Yeah. Alright, let's equip those then. There you go. There you go.
Hurry up, you Portuguese slowpoke. I ain't got all day.
Calm down. We're fine. Remember, this is a JRPG. The Lord of Darkness will just wait there, sitting there until we get there.
Do you honestly think you'd be like that?
Very true.
Okay, then.
Well, even Tawny was yawning at.
Yeah, even the little girl's
yawning all the time. That doesn't mean anything.
Tawny is yawning all the time, and I know that it sounds phrased very badly like that, but...
No, wait, Pedro, I got it. Tawny's got permanent insomnia.
No. This is not Sonic 06, Dwibs, where everybody has narcolepsy. Come on.
No. That's different.
Well, insomnia is the opposite of narcolepsy. Insomnia is when you can't go to sleep.
True.
Narcolepsy is when you get too much sleep.
Yeah, totally different.
All right, but first let's heal ourselves. There you go. And there we go. Let's check our party. All right, we're about to have a boss battle, so let's see. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, back to Goldpaw.
Could you give me some warning before we teleport?
No.
Why?
We're teleporting now.
Time traveling like a capsule's a killer, man.
All right, time for the trial.
The trial of what?
Yes.
The nationwide scandal.
All right, Jova, start preparing which courtroom trial theme would you think would be more appropriate?
Oh, can I be the
Trial
judge?
opening 2004.
Can I be the judge?
Sorry, Dwibs. There's no actual judge. Well, actually, there is actually, but Teo is playing him.
You again. And did Lady Luck provide evidence of the dastardly machinations of which you imagined us guilty?
Oh, Lady Luck was incredibly on our side today.
Master Pugnacious, you have deceived Niall and your own people, the very people you're supposed to serve.
Do the finger pointing thing.
You're a disgrace to kingdoms.
More wild accusations? And where is your proof? Present evidence.
Present evidence.
Did you find evidence of trickery? Some ingenious device hidden somewhere inside Lady Luck, perhaps?
Well...
Come on. You know we're on to you. Why not drop the act? Roland, I'm not sure bluffing is the best strategy here. There is no act to
It's like Ace Attorney.
I am innocent, as the Wizards of Fortunes ever will test.
Well, Ted, let's just say there's a bit more than what you think is going on.
Will she now? That's not such a bad idea. I hear she's the one who passes judgment on legal matters around here. How does the trial sound?
All right, we're gonna have a trial.
Calling it right now. Pugnacious is actually fooled by his right-hand man into thinking that it's all
he's genuinely thinking he's right and he's the vizier.
Let's see how things go.
This is the way of Goldpaw. All matters of state, be they legal, political, or otherwise, are decided by the roll of a sacred die.
All right, then.
But then it's literally... Oh boy.
And as ruler of this great nation, I'm more than willing to submit myself to the judgment of Lady Luck.
So what, we just gotta roll the dice, and if we get the right number, you're guilty?
So there you go, Jova. Jova, maybe Takumi should try to implement this new type of trial in an Ace Attorney spin-off.
I really do have to wonder how that kind of mechanic would even work.
That's what we're getting in Ace Attorney.
Not just that, Jova, it's kind of like D&D when you think about it. Roll a 3 or higher and you're right, basically.
Go ahead, too.
Then we will begin the preparations right away. Come to the square at the appointed time.
Mandarin here will be the judge. And no, before you ask, no, he's not the Mandarin from Iron Man.
Well, I don't see any.
I already made that joke.
Yeah.
She right?
Oh.
Whatever.
Time for the main event.
Scheduled for 1-4.
I'll leave this to you, if you don't mind, Roland.
Sure, I was hoping you'd say that.
I guess he's got the hair
I'm
for
not
it.
sure. So basically, Roland shoves the plan onto Evan, making it look like it was his idea, and then just shoving it back in his face.
He didn't shove the
So I guess for once I actually am the defense attorney.
He didn't shove the plan in. He asked him if he wanted to go through with it.
But then he said, oh, by the way, it's like, after that, I mean, like he said, it'll be your fault, Evan.
All right, here we go.
Your fault, specific, but whatever. There you go.
Along those lines.
Time for a trial.
Court is now in session for the trial of Evan.
No, Pugnation, Master
I
Pugnacious.
hereby convene the trial by fortune of Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller.
And yes, he
Goldpaw.
knows directing the scene like it was in his attorney game.
So let me get this straight to you.
You son of a bitch. Being the defendant, his evidence will be unable to preside over this hearing. As such, it falls to me to discharge his duties. I hope you will forgive my doubtless clumsy efforts in his most unfamiliar role.
So you're both the judge, you're also the prosecutor and the defense attorney.
Trial is underway.
And the Grand High Roller and the Doc, no less.
It's important to remember that when it comes to referencing stuff he likes, he is never subtle.
Yeah.
What in the world can have happened? Why are you dressed like that, Roland?
Hold on,
Got his suit back.
hold on.
Because this is a court of law.
He's doing Phoenix Wright's pose.
Again, what did I just say?
The defendant.
Oh god, there's a trial opening theme.
How
Yes.
is that? Lady Luck can submit to her judgment. in this-
Badger the narrator now.
Oh god.
I love this
my
game.
Okay, this is gold.
Paul.
Goldpaw.
Yeah,
God
Goldpaw.
damn it.
Alright.
He stands accused of dereliction of duty, specifically the knowing the deception of his people.
Hopefully you don't throw him under the bus.
The prosecution would like to begin by making its case.
Alright.
Away.
I intend to prove to this court that Master Pugnation did knowingly and willingly, with the aid of a network of his most trusted retainers, defraud the very people with whose care he is entrusted.
There you go, Joe. We're
know
the
what?
prosecutors on this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
I noticed.
Further, I will show that he distributed devices among his accomplices, which were used to carry out deception on a grand scale through the manipulation of dice rolls.
You know, I gotta say, Rowan must have been a pretty skilled president from the America he came from. I mean, he knows all this stuff. He's pretty knowledgeable for the job. I'll give him that.
Multitasking, I guess. I don't doubt you had found evidence of some trifling chicanery. What the hell?
Chicanery.
Whatever.
British
Have not, and will never engage in dishonest practices of any kind. And do not accuse me of such to defame my character and call my good name into question.
Well, speaking of multitasking, Teal, it wouldn't surprise me if he held prior political jobs and stuff.
Yeah, and
like
notice how
whatnot.
I'm sorry. Notice how the way that he was...
Those present to withhold judgment on the matter of your innocence until I presented my proof.
Again, notice how we
Basically-
change between the prosecution
Yeah.
and the way he directs these scenes is exactly like in his attorney
on the
game.
left and the right.
Yeah.
Also, here my badge. Oh wait,
Anyway,
We don't have a badge to present.
no visa.
Wow, this is the fastest Ace Attorney trial ever.
Take that!
I think you know very well. After all, this document was written by you, was it not?
The twinkle in my eye compels you to say the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the prosecution's key exhibit. Written instructions for the assembly of manipulable dice, clearly signed by Master Pugnacious.
well, crap.
What if it was a forgery and he's a
Was the
forger?
accused have anything to say in his defense? Only that my prior outbursts were mere an expression of shock at the rashness of his shameless act. I have never seen this document in my life.
Pedro,
Yes, Dwips?
what if it's a forgery?
To stop the fabrication
hold
of
on.
evidence is a pitiful tactic
Hold on,
indeed.
Dwips.
There you go, you just said it. It is a forgery.
There you go, Dwips. Once again.
Why don't we let Lady Luck be the judge of that?
No.
I don't know. I don't think that's what they meant by justice is blind.
By all means. It seems that both sides are satisfied to entrust judgment on this matter to the Mistress of Fortune. May the die roll stand as the undisputed word of
Hey,
truth.
So yeah, Lady Luck is going to decide whether or not this is a forgery. Let's see.
Hey, Jover,
Yes.
how How quickly would the world of Ace Attorney fall apart if they used this court system?
So if it's an even number, it's false. Otherwise, it's odd. Okay.
Well, dudes, considering the revolts that they had during Dual Destinies against the law system supposedly getting even worse, I think that, there'd probably be a trial held about this sort of thing. And given how Ace Attorney 6 worked, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a bit of another revolution to get that law changed.
It'd be a trial about trials.
All right, let's see. Even or odds?
Boop.
Thought so.
Oh.
Even. The evidence is judged to be false.
Well, gee.
Has spoken. Right to your majesty.
Oops.
Well, I guess Lady Luck had a second opinion.
They're gonna do a contest. Is this a Nichols actor?
Now everyone's seen him.
The die. Something is wrong with the die.
You clearly don't see the guy holding a remote control.
He's holding it under his robe. We can see it, but the audience can't.
Come on.
Joe, but he's holding it. He's holding the
There you go.
There you go.
To be fair, Dwebs,
There we go.
Oh no.
there you go. See, to be fair, Dwebs, they don't know what the thing is. We do, but they don't.
Control thingy. So now what?
Now it's time for a... Okay, there you go. And Pugnacious lost.
Oh, I wanted the pointing finger thing. But this is...
That would be too much.
By the use of remote control, the outcome of Lady Luck's die roll can be really manipulated.
Yep.
So, is Pugnacious going to be fired?
Let's see. Well, let's see, Dwebs.
Prosecution was able to visit the place where these devices are manufactured and to procure one of its own purposes, namely a demonstration of this fraud.
Stealing from a thief, you get 100 years of forgiveness. That's how I usually go about these things. Go ahead.
Master Pugnacious deliberately kept the taxes high and stole Niall's force from him, and all by using this remote here.
Master Pugnacious.
Can this really be true?
Cheat! Deceiver!
Oh shit.
Most unorthodox.
I fear this is worse than unorthodox.
Shame on you! You are the Grand High Ruler!
Yeah.
Roller.
Yeah.
That's the fun, I guess.
Bro, here
Impeachment!
now. Bro,
Impeachment!
Don't you have anything to say for yourself?
I'm out of here.
Oh boy, what the fuck?
You'll see, hold on.
Is he going to explode?
Oh, that I did for Goldpaw.
Your adventure.
I did it for the people. I did it for the rock.
You'll see, hold on.
I had to make my nation richer than any other. It was the only way.
Yeah, how does your nation remain rich when you know a lot of people are clearly in gambling debt?
Let's just say he's not thinking clearly, for good reasons, you'll see.
The bond with these people is weakened.
Part of your
no freaking shit.
Hold on.
Soon it will be time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for it to be sold.
Alright, here we go. And now, remember, since the bond with his people is weakening, that means that the Kingmaker will come to, well, yeah.
Eat him.
Oh.
He doesn't look happy.
Nope.
Here in the city. Of why? Master,
He's going to throw you out for being a prat.
your right to rule has been tested.
You have outlived your usefulness. Oh
Ladies
shit.
and gentlemen, meet our villain, Doloran.
Oh fuck.
What?
Huh.
Your soul is mine.
You'll see.
Literally, holy fuck.
What?
You'll see what it is. Notice how Longfang reacted? He stole his King's Bond. There you go.
A king's bond is a little wavy about a string from inside yourself.
What a coward.
Basically what he did is he stole the connection between Pugnacious and the Kingmaker of Goldpaw, which means now the Kingmaker is out of control.
Huh.
Oh
I didn't know
boy.
you could do that.
Well, shit.
It's magic, Jova. There you go. Longfang. Butcher, Baker, and Kingmaker.
Kingmaker.
Something tells me we're not going to get to see his
The butcher, the baker, and the candle.
By the way,
where are we?
By the way, did you notice the whole weight of darkness with Evan closing his eyes and then waking up? That was a little small reference to the nightmare, the nightmare battles from the first game.
It's a dimension, isn't it? And if we don't do something, you'll eat up this whole kingdom.
Yep.
Convenient. Basically, it's a boss arena.
Yeah.
What? Then we have to stop Longfang.
Sorry.
Boss battle time?
Boss battle time. Well, he was in the trailer.
Not wrong,
I think.
Emmy boy.
Yeah.
Come on, let's lock ourselves back into a bitey, shall we?
Mighty.
You don't want to know. Yes, surely. That ain't there just a cake baker. There's a cake maker called Dool Alley. A blessed room wrecker.
Well, it's our job to put him down.
Don't be like that, man. When there's a will, there's a way. He tossed his marbles in it, which means he can't give it all that power.
Yeah, he's going completely berserk, which means he can't focus. So we have to try to take
And what
advantage.
happens to the power you can't keep a lid on? That's right. It comes flying out of you.
Basically out of control, so he can't focus his attacks.
Flying out of you, eh?
And the places where it comes flying out are exactly the right places to wallop. Hit them where it hurts, and you'll hurt them good and proper.
Wait, it comes flying right out, and the parts it comes flying out of are the weak points.
Oh, and don't worry about knowing where those special spots are. Thanks to a bomb of yours truly, you'll be able to spot them no problem.
There you go.
Special spots, huh?
There you go. Since Evan has his... So yeah, one of Lofty's abilities is that he can show off the weak spots. Realm Wreckers are kingmakers that have lost control of their enormous power and run wild as a result. This power escapes from them in bright glowing bursts. By the way, this is my favorite boss theme in the game, the Kingmaker boss theme.
So basically, we have to basically hit him in the weak spots.
Hit where it's shiny, basically.
The crotch! Right, that, according to that
It's
picture.
a rock.
Right?
It doesn't have weak spots.
All right, let's go.
Attack him!
Well. Oh, so it's one of those bosses, but I'll just stay away from him for a while.
No, he eventually comes up. Not to mention, Teo, there's a specific way to... Higmakers. Higmakers are mysterious entities that have absorbed the power of Kingmakers, giving them the ability to exploit their weaknesses when enough of them gather together.
So basically, Higmakers are living beings that say, I'm their weak point, hit me!
They're literal manifestations of the Kingmaker's power. They're born from items from which a Kingmaker has instilled its power. There you go. If you smash up anything a Kingmaker creates, you might just find some, and they can help you fight. Basically, they're think of them as higgledies that are exclusive to these boss
Specific
battles.
for these fights. Oh, okay.
If enough of them have appeared, a gold circle will surround them, and they'll beckon you ever to press A and call on their always impressive assistance. Wait till you see the next the Higmaker ability after this.
Alright.
Interesting.
Alright, so let's try and get her.
do it.
Let's try and get her as many Higmakers as we can. Basically, just break these rocks. You can choose to fight them directly if you don't want to. Sorry, if you want to. But it is recommended that.
There you go.
Alright, so these the Higmakers in this battle give you an anti-fire attack shield. Basically, protects you from all fire damage.
And it looks like it staggers him for a bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just lie down, and take it!
Boy, he's really taking it, actually. We really must have hit that special spot incredibly hard.
Grinding, bitch!
Yes.
There we go.
Oh no, he's about to fire out his load.
Jova.
What? They themselves said that it comes shooting out of the special spots.
Wow, I'm surprised. Made a lot of lewd puns and she hasn't reacted. Normally she's all over those.
I am the better person.
She's
in this
deliberately
call.
ignoring.
Sure. You
Everything that's been said in the past 30 seconds is a problem.
I don't know, Sharace Attorney Justice for All says otherwise.
Oh Jesus, that's a laser.
Alright. More Higmakers.
There you go. And also, I guess. Oh, there you go.
Slow-mo defeat.
Yeah, of course. And there we go. Boss battle 1. Well, that could have gone better.
Yes.
So,
Dwibs?
Is verbed.
Oh, that's
Yes.
serious is the square, right?
Square.
Sure.
Whew, we're back.
Just made it.
Just made it in time, man.
Indeed.
I suppose this means Long Fang really has come down for now, at least.
If
we sure
by
we
calm
didn't
down,
kill
you
him?
mean dead.
No. Kingmakers don't die. At
Guess
least,
we better
at least,
tie up
at least,
some loose ends, huh?
at least not that easily. They just knocked them out.
It looked okay. Really looked like we killed him, but all right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jova. You
I've done the unforgivable.
don't worry, Jova. You only fainted.
My desire to leave my kingdom out of poverty became an all-consuming greed. That weakness made me vulnerable, and he exploited it.
So there you go. Basically, Doloran takes advantage of people's weaknesses and exploits them and manipulates them. And so he was kind of being controlled. Basically, what's the word for it?
Expand.
Exponentially increasing his need to want to.
Came to me some months ago.
There you go.
He promised secret knowledge of ways in which our nation might have been yet greater. In return, he sought high office.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
It was he who suggested that the dice be manipulated, who gave me the means by which it might be done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When did I fall under his spell? And how? How could I allow such a thing to happen?
How could this happen to me?
Well, regardless, I can still imagine if people would have a bit of a hard time trusting him.
We managed to cut your Kingmaker down, but without your Kingsbond, will things here be okay?
Yeah. Now I cannot control it.
You have bought us a little time. He will sleep a while yet.
Yeah.
He'll have to.
But in time he will reawaken, and in the absence of a bond, he will seek to destroy our kingdom once again.
Jesus Christ, so break a bond with the Kingmaker, and that Kingmaker will decide to destroy everything you've created.
Well, it kind of makes sense, Jova. It's like a
Why curse a silly party? They know what rhyme or reason to such wanton savagery.
Yeah, but still, though, what if something ends up happening by mistake? Like, dag.
Well, that means
I guess that's
the king needs to be responsible to avoid that, Jova. That's basically it.
not just that, Jova. I guess it was designed not thinking on this eventuality of someone being able to take away the king bond manually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I get that, but I guess that means that it's the Kingmaker's way of saying that it wants to destroy everything negative procured by it.
Basically,
anyway,
well, I guess Jova. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Forgive me, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I am Evan Pettywhisker of the House of Tildrum.
So what, are you
hold
related to Perry?
Hold on, King Evan. I have to get the phone first.
Well, so what, Evan? Are you like related to Periwinkle from Blue's Clues? He's a cat, by the way.
So that is what I sensed in you. It was plain to me from the first that you were an ordinary child. But what is that you propose?
An alliance.
You go away because you broke the kingdom's rules.
Hand it over.
I want to protect our world. I want to make sure nobody else has to lose what's important to them. And I want you to help me out.
But first you must abdicate your throne because you sucked at your job anyway.
I will do all that I can, of course.
Sure, you must have a lot of funds then to help out with charity.
I fear that he who stole my Kingsbond may not be satisfied with mine alone. This being so, we must stand together with our brother nations or lose all that is most dear to us.
You know, maybe there's a hidden blessing in having Lofty as a Kingmaker. Nobody would suspect it's a Kingmaker, so nobody will try and steal him.
With this in mind, I mean to return Niall's forest to him. Indeed, I mean to restore all that I stole.
That's right. We were doing this to get. That's right. We were doing this to get just a bout of wood. Forgot about that.
Well, my decision has been sent to Niall already, of course.
Well, it's not even just messengers too. Anyway, it's not so much that Jova. It's also the fact that, remember, the king's bond between Evan and Lofty is still young, so it's still not as strong as the more veteran kings, obviously.
It makes me wonder, what would happen if, Evan ended up losing his kingmaker? Like, would Wafty then all of a sudden go berserk? He's kind of small.
Well, Jova,
something
I'm
tells
gonna
me we should
destroy
not
him. I'm gonna destroy all of you.
Hold on.
Something tells me we should not underestimate it.
I'm still finding it difficult to accept that I was just seen. A party of outsiders put the Grand High Roller in a trial, and it turns out they were right. He has been manipulating the dice and deceiving us all. Now I truly do not know what to believe.
Fake news.
I heard the dice in the casino are loaded too.
Surely you're not serious.
Truly, this is a disgrace.
How could a Grand High Roller do this?
He has made fools of us all.
I am still reeling from the shock.
It's all over.
Get it real, because it's a casino.
Video.
There you go. It's all over social media. What happened at Goldpaw?
It was incredible. From out of nowhere, a long bag suddenly appeared in the sky. I never thought I would see a kingmaker in the flesh. You did not
Why
steal
aren't the
it, but
rats
I'm truly
catching wind
grateful
of
to have
any of
witnessed
this
such an
if it's all
event.
over social media?
Yeah.
What they don't know can't hurt them, Shiroi.
Ooh, you've captured an incredible seed.
But what was Longfang doing?
It seems he appeared right after the trial. Oh wait, I wonder.
Hold on, Java, real quick to answer your question. Your question about Lofty being small and not being very threatening to Evan's kingdom. I'll get back to you on part 42.
I know. Let me guess. It's not even his final form.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to say before we close this part?
No,
We're good.
Okay. See everybody for the next part where we finally finish chapter 3 and finally get starting building our kingdom. So see you then.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
There.